I will just begin to ask you one question and then I will open that
Sure.
for everyone else.
Sure.
So one of the main questions that I hear when people talk about your work is that they are always very astonished to see that you can travel from cinema to TV to cinema again, and that you feel as it is in one media or in the other one. So I just wanted to know if your choice depends on what the project you get, or if you think that there is a media that is more for some kind of story or not. Or how do you choose?
In the end, I have to have material that I like and that I find interesting. But there are things that where you think it's more appropriate to make it for television. And I guess, you know, there are things that you think, no, this will be all right in the cinema. But now the money is so short in the cinema, it's I guess, just got harder. It kind of depends where the material comes from. I know where people are, certainly in England and actually in America. So it's not particularly complicated.
Do you have a preference?
No.
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 You don't mind one media or the other one?
I don't mind. Curious enough, in the last few years, I've made 2 3-hour, what do you call them, miniseries. I did think, oh, perhaps I'm rather suited to this length. I like the length very much.
Like 3 episodes, like the quiz
3
and the Very English Scandal?
English Scandal had 3 episodes. Quiz had 3 episodes. I thought, oh, this is rather well thought out, and it shapes itself very naturally.
You were particularly driven by issues at various times along the way, or themes as something that's sort of maybe, you know, a related aspect, but not so political. Is there, in terms of how you find the stories you find, what gets to you? What grabs you?
I don't think I was ever driven by issues, but at the same time, I can see that the films I've made have dealt with. But for example, when I made My Beautiful Laundrette, which in the end was about race, amongst other things, and gay sex, and I don't think I thought of it like that. What I really liked was the writing, and it made me laugh a great deal. So the whole thing gets sort of mixed up in some point. So the issue doesn't come to dominate it. Yeah, perhaps that's the right answer. It never gets reduced to one thing.
Sure.
Through all the movies that you've made, are you conscious of any through line of why you make movies?
No. Oh, I make movies. Well, it's good fun. And I have a good life. And it takes me to interesting people, but nothing more profound than that. The truth is, I think I choose not to think about any through line, because that would involve probably taking myself more seriously than I want to. A lot of my films seem to be quite carefree. Or I went back, I think when I was doing A Very English Scandal, I thought, oh, this is what it used to be like, being that carefree and not being burdened. When you make those big films, it is so frightening and oppressive, you know, these huge, I mean, these enormous budgets. So it isn't as much fun. And when I'm at my best is when there's a lot of fun going on, when people are misbehaving. Does that answer your question?
Very much so.
Hi, Stephen. Hi, everyone. Hello. I'm Stephen, and I'm in Paris. I have a question in 2 parts, in fact. We've seen that you've worked with many, many great actors, the greatest of this generation. Is there anyone you've never worked with and you would love to work with? And the other part of my question is, what fascinates you the most about actors?
I don't know quite. I mean, I think they're very courageous people and very intelligent. If you watch Cary Grant, it's a real lesson what he's doing. He was a sort of proper actor, and then he became a comedian. And when he became a comedian, he started making those films that people love in the middle of the 30s. I don't know how to answer your question. They do things that take your breath away. But I sat with two or three actors today, and I'm full of admiration for them.
So Marina, you also have a question, I think, Marina?
Marina got a question. She would like to know, what kind of advice would you give to a young director?
Make a film. There is no other advice. If you make a film, then make another one. If you make a film, if it's any good, people will want you to do more films. Make a film, nothing else matters. You can go round and round, but making a film is all that matters.
That's great.
And finish it.
So thank you so much, Stephen,
pleasure.
for your presence. And I think we can all just we can put the mic on so that we can all applaud. Ready?
Bye-bye.
Thank
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.